Estêvão Willian Almeida de Oliveira Gonçalves. Wait, did you hear that name before? If not, you're about to. This teenage winger is fast becoming one of the most exciting young footballers in Brazil and perhaps the entire world. At just 18 years old, he's already pulled off a move from Palmeiras to Chelsea, a transfer worth millions, and he's being hailed as the next big Brazilian star. Some even call him Messinho, a nickname that speaks volumes about the comparisons he's already earning with legends like Lionel Messi. Today, we're going to dive into his story, where he came from, how he rose to fame, what makes his style so unique, his personal life, his net worth, and what the future might hold for him. Early life and childhood. Estêvão Willian was born on April 24, 2007 in Franca, São Paulo, Brazil. Football runs deep in the veins of Brazilians, and Estêvão was no different. Growing up, the streets and local pitches of São Paulo became his playground, a space where he could experiment with tricks, feints, and dribbles. Like many Brazilian greats before him, his earliest training sessions weren't inside polished academies but rather out in open spaces, where creativity and freedom to express yourself matter more than tactics. By 2017, Estêvão was just 10 years old but already showing flashes of brilliance. He joined Cruzeiro's Youth Academy, one of Brazil's respected clubs for producing talented players. Coaches and scouts instantly noticed that he had something rare: quick feet, balance, and the audacity to run at defenders without hesitation. In a country full of talent, standing out is difficult, but Estêvão managed to do just that. His family played a key role. His father, Estêvão Gonçalves, is reported to be a pastor, and both his parents instilled strong values of discipline, faith, and humility. Estêvão's upbringing wasn't about chasing fame, it was about working hard and keeping your focus on the bigger picture. That grounding would become crucial later, when the hype around him exploded. From Cruzeiro to Palmeiras, the teenage prodigy. In 2021, Estêvão made a big move to Palmeiras, one of Brazil's biggest and most successful clubs. Palmeiras has a proud history of producing world-class talents, and Estêvão was seen as the next jewel in their crown. He signed a youth contract and began tearing up the youth levels, dazzling spectators with his dribbles, pace, and eye for goal. At the U15 and U17 levels, he was unstoppable. The real turning point came in 2023, during the Campeonato Brasileiro Sub-17 final against São Paulo. Estêvão scored a hat-trick, helping Palmeiras lift the trophy. By then, it was impossible to ignore him. Fans and pundits began throwing around names like Neymar and Messi when talking about him. Comparisons like that can be dangerous, but for Estêvão, they were a sign of how extraordinary his talent looked. Professional breakthrough at Palmeiras. In December 2023, Estêvão finally got his chance with the senior team. At just 16 years and 8 months old, he made his professional debut in a Brazilian Serie A match, helping Palmeiras secure the league title. That debut placed him among the youngest to ever play for Palmeiras at senior level. But he wasn't just making up the numbers. A few months later, in April 2024, he scored his first professional goal in the Copa Libertadores against none other than Liverpool of Uruguay. Scoring in South America's most prestigious competition at such a young age marked him as a special talent. By the time the 2024 season wrapped up, Estêvão wasn't just another youngster getting minutes, he was one of Palmeiras' most talked about players. Goals, assists, dribbles, and confidence well beyond his years made him impossible to ignore. The big move: Chelsea comes calling. Now, here's where the story gets really global. In June 2024, Chelsea announced they had reached an agreement with Palmeiras to sign Estêvão. The deal was worth €34 million upfront, with add-ons that could push it to nearly €60 to €67 million. That's staggering money for a teenager, and it instantly put him on the radar of every football fan worldwide. FIFA rules meant the move could only take effect in mid-2025, after Estêvão turned 18. So, he stayed at Palmeiras until then, giving fans one last year to watch him before he crossed the Atlantic. When he officially arrived at Chelsea in 2025, he was given the shirt number 41. His Premier League debut came against Crystal Palace, and shortly after, he recorded his first assist against West Ham. Adjusting to the English game is no small feat, especially for South American talents, but Estêvão has been praised by coaches for his focus, work ethic, and quiet determination. Why he's called Messinho: his style of play. Let's talk football. What makes Estêvão stand out? For starters, he's left-footed, which already gives him a natural advantage when cutting inside from the right wing. He's versatile too, comfortable on either wing or in central attacking roles. What really sets him apart, though, is his dribbling. He doesn't just run past defenders with speed, he deceives them with quick shifts, feints, and body movement. Watching Estêvão play feels like watching a hybrid of Neymar and Messi. Like Neymar, he's flashy, daring, and not afraid to take risks. Like Messi, he has balance, vision, and the ability to glide past defenders even in tight spaces. That's why Brazilian fans affectionately nicknamed him Messinho. But here's the key difference: he's not just about showboating. His creativity has end product. He scores goals, creates chances, and lifts his team. That's what has Chelsea and Brazil's national setup so excited. Personal life and character. Off the pitch, Estêvão is still a teenager. Unlike many players who get lost in fame early, he keeps things simple. His family remains central to his life. He often expresses gratitude to his parents and coaches for helping him stay grounded. At 18, his priority appears to be football, development, and adapting to his new life in England. Fans sometimes speculate about the personal lives of rising stars, but Estêvão has chosen to keep his private life exactly that: private. Net worth, salary, and lifestyle. Now, let's talk numbers. Estêvão's transfer fee alone, €34 million with add-ons up to €67 million, tells you how valuable clubs see him. His personal net worth is estimated to be around $8 million in 2025. That comes from his contracts with Palmeiras and Chelsea, performance bonuses, sponsorships, and image rights. At Chelsea, his reported salary is around £30,000 per week in his debut season, with clauses to increase as he plays more games. While those figures may rise with time, it's already a massive income for someone so young. Despite this, Estêvão doesn't flaunt an extravagant lifestyle. Unlike some stars who splash money on cars and luxury homes early, he appears careful with his choices, focusing on training and progression rather than chasing headlines for off-field extravagance. Challenges ahead. Of course, every wonder kid faces hurdles. Moving from Brazil to England is a cultural and sporting shock. The Premier League is faster, more physical, and more relentless than most leagues. For young talents, consistency is the biggest challenge. Can Estêvão deliver game after game, or will he only shine in flashes? Another challenge is the weight of expectations. Being called Messinho might be flattering, but it also brings pressure. Living up to comparisons with Messi is nearly impossible, and Estêvão will need to focus on carving his own path. Injuries, media scrutiny, and adapting to life in Europe are all tests he must pass. Legacy in the making. But here's the exciting part: Estêvão has all the tools to succeed. He's got talent, discipline, and the backing of a top club. He's already impressed in South America, and now he has the chance to light up the Premier League and maybe even the Champions League. Brazil has always produced magical players: Pelé, Zico, Romario, Ronaldinho, Neymar. Could Estêvão be the next in that legendary line? It's too early to say, but the signs are there. Estêvão Willian's story is only just beginning, but what a start it's been. From a little boy in Franca juggling a ball on the streets, to dazzling at Palmeiras, to securing a multi-million-euro move to Chelsea, his journey already feels like something out of a movie. His style is electric, his potential enormous, and his mindset seems ready for the challenges ahead. So here's the question: do you think Estêvão will live up to the hype? Can Messinho really become the next great Brazilian superstar, or will the pressure be too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Estêvão Willian's biography, lifestyle, and net worth, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more football stories, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the most dazzling talent isn't just about tricks, it's about discipline, focus, and the courage to dream big.